going to go over a little bit of a preview of what one of my classes is, and we're going to do just a little quick overview of finding keywords. Now, the new eRank site has recently opened, so I'm doing a series on how to use the new site, what you should be looking for, how do you figure out if keywords are good, that kind of thing. So you can learn a little more how to use the new site, because it's a little bit different than the old one, a little more features, but kind of generally the same. But if you haven't still gotten used to using the original site, you may get a little confused using a new site because you're still learning. The first thing you're going to do, though, before you ever go there, is figure out where to start to look for keywords. So when you get onto eRank, you know what you're doing and what words you're going to be researching. So the first place you start to find new keywords, whether it's a new product that you're getting ready to list or an old product you're revamping, is to look on Etsy for similar type products. Look for other things, sellers are selling that are similar to what you have, and check what wording they are using. You're going to check several shops, and then you're going to make a list of wording that you will use, and write a little notepad down, and that's what you're going to take over to eRank. What you're going to focus on is answering a few questions about the item itself to help you focus on your target customer. You're going to need to ask yourself these questions about who, what, when, why, and where. These are questions related to your product and to your customer. You're going to want to know who your customer is. Are there certain type of customers that would use your product? Like if you're selling vegan-friendly soaps, then you're marketing for a vegan customer, or customers that want natural soap products. For jewelry, if they're looking boho, minimalist, whatever you're marketing for, you're going to be searching for wording relating to that type of customer. Who do you think you are trying to sell your jewelry for? Answering the question of who will help you narrow down who is going to benefit from your item. Look for keywords that answer the questions that relate to your item and the specific customer you're trying to reach. And you make all these little notes, jot them down on a piece of paper, so when you head over to eRank, you got them ready and waiting. You're also going to look for the what. What is the item you're selling? Is it jewelry? Is it soap, clothing, home decor? Answering the what question helps you know who is going to be using it. This helps you to narrow down your target market for the customer that may need your item, using the wording that relates to the item and exactly what the item is. Remember, do not use fancy made-up names that people will not know and not search. For an example, if you make up a name for a photo or a painting, and you're going to use that only in the description. Putting it in the title, customers don't know it. They've never heard it. You made it up in your head. You're the only one who knows it. So nobody's going to be searching that wording. So it's kind of pointless to put it in your title. It's not going to get you seen in front of a customer because a customer's not typing the wording in. So it won't pull up in front of them. So use that in the description only. Never ever put it in your title. Then you're going to look for the when. When would a customer use your item? Wording that answers the question of when a customer would use it. Is it something they're going to use every day? Is it everyday personal care use? Is it clothing for every day? Is it a special banner for a birthday party or a gift for Mother's Day or an anniversary gift the husband's going to give his wife? A necklace the bride's going to wear at her wedding. So it would be called like bridal jewelry. Answering the question of when they may use it will also help you focus again on who your target customer is. And that's why you should also be looking for the why. Why is that customer using it? When and why? They kind of go together. Would the customer need the item, for a party, birthday, weddings? They bought a new house and they're looking for new home decor, a gift for the newlyweds. They're looking for a present for a shower. Again, these are things that help you focus on your target market. So that's why you ask these questions. Where would the customer use it? Look for the keywords that will answer the questions of where it can be used. A good example is a painting of the beach with a nice oceanfront view. It could be used in a beach house for living room decor. It could be used for a lake house, vacation home. If it's a rustic wood sign, it might be used for farmhouse style decor, or a rustic style kitchen, or a rustic style wedding. So where it's going to be used also is affecting what keywords you're going to use. So to wrap it up, you're going to search for the item on Etsy and see what other shops are using, and then write down the common wording. You're going to use your list when you go to eRank and start doing your research there. Once you have your list, you will go to eRank and do your research. You'll use the tools and check how that wording you put on your list will bring you potential traffic. By doing this, you're going to narrow down the words you use to the specific type item that you are selling. You're going to remember, every shop is different, and so is every product. It's not an exact science, and what works for a soap shop is not going to work for a jewelry shop. Several shops that are using the same wording, and you're like, oh, we're using the exact same words. Why am I not showing up, and why are they are? You got to remember, there's other factors that come into play on how well your item is seen. It's not a just pick the right words and you're going to get seen at the top thing. You have to remember this is all part of the process, and other things like, do you have good photos? Have you had sales on the item before? Do you have shop reviews? All of this comes into play when Etsy's looking at your listing. But once you learn how to pick out wording that are good possible things to use, and how to search on eRank to get the best of the wording that you possibly can, you have made the move to get your listing seen in the best possible searches. Then you're going to make sure you have the best photo to get the customer to click, because you got to remember, everybody doesn't always read descriptions. So it doesn't have to necessarily be the best description in the world, but the title to get in front of people's got to be great, and the photos got to be even better, because customers are visual shoppers. You've got to get the product in front of them and then let them see those pictures. Then they will click to buy. If everything doesn't line up, they may not click on your photo. The best title in the world is not going to get them to click on a bad photo. Our next video is going to focus a little more on looking on eRank and how the tools on there are going to help you when you research the wording you've written down from your Etsy search.